Good morning, I'm Lynn and welcome to another steamy hot day in tropical Canada at Ewetopia Farms. Today we've got haying to do. Arnie's picking up some first cut hay that was on the ground and he's going to bale it up today and hopefully get it home. And we're going to go have a look to see how the corn grew. Remember, we put a stick in the ground. We want to see how that turned out, and the other crops as well. And we're going to head around and do chores at a very, very slow pace because it's hotter today than it was yesterday. Still, they say it may rain tomorrow, and with the rain, it's going to get a few degrees cooler. And right now, a few degrees cooler with rain is something we truly wish for. So anyway, let's head out to the barn and see how everyone's doing in there today. Buddy is in the house right now. Oh, he heard my voice. Tommy's out here, laid out flat. Hi, Tommy. It's a little cooler in this barn, isn't it, sweetheart? Buddy comes out occasionally to visit, but as soon as it gets too hot out here, he'll be at the door to the house wanting to go in, and I don't blame him. However, as you'll see, this barn is a much cooler barn right now. Usually the coveralls are cooler, but with it being dark and dingy in here, the heat doesn't seem to stay in. The fans are going back here still, as we're in that 100-degree range right now. We got a few smart ones laying right in front of the fans. Others are laid up against the walls, but they're chewing their cuds. Hi. You feeling okay today, you guys? As good as we can get for them anyway. Casanova, you're breathing heavy. But they all look okay in here anyway. Let's head out to the other areas and see how they're doing. We have a new fangled setup in this barn. Arnie worked on this last night with ropes and chains and pulleys. And you can see pretty well everyone is up here. Hi guys. We have the gate open for everyone to run around free in this barn now, but the cluster is by the fans. We've got them angled so they point down into the pen, and obviously it's stronger at the front, but as you go to the back you can still feel it as well. There are some sheep back there, so I'll kick their hay in. Do you like your fans? Are they nice for you? Oh, poor girls. But these are actually the lucky girls today because the fan is cool and there's no breeze today. It's yucky. So I'm at the back of the barn now. I thought maybe you could see my hair blowing, but it's pretty... I got it up in a ponytail so you can't see it, but I can feel a slight breeze at the back. Is obviously the closer you get to those fans the better, but right here I can really feel it. So I would say it reaches comfortably 3/4 of the barn. So at the front here, air is blowing. Still can't see it. Back in here, the other coverall with the fall-born lambs. It got sheared. Nobody looks to have any ill effects from the shearing, even though they looked like they were gonna die that day. But everyone in here looks really good. Yeah, you do. You do look good. the barn with the ewes who were going to be breeding in the fall. We are not letting them out during the day because it's way too hot. And we want them to just eat in the barn and just lay down. We don't want them walking around and getting even hotter. So what we've been doing so that they can still get to go out is at about just after supper, we let them out for a few hours, and they seem to really like that because the temperature is just that little bit cooler, and you can see that they're real happy with that. Right now, they don't want to do anything but lay down. So they've just had a bale of hay, and their water is clean, their salt and minerals topped up. They have everything they need. They just got to take it easy. The same thing goes for all the barns. These guys are all locked in too. Hi! Don't you look handsome with a nice shear job? You look dapper. You do. All you guys look dapper. Here comes this Texel. Oh my goodness, he's demanding. Hi, and you're not even a bottle baby. Yeah, you aren't. But you're the calm lurer. Hi, who are you? You look handsome. You do. He's picking up a little bit in this coverall where the half-shorn sheep are. Did I give you a little bit of a scissor job? That means you're a friendly one, aren't you? You're gonna get a shearing soon too. Don't do any passing out though, okay? They all look good. They're young, so they're a little more resilient, I guess. Like I say, you can see the weeds there, the nettles. They're blowing a little bit. I made sure that they have lots of salt. Salt encourages them to drink. I made sure the drinkers were spotless. Do you have to do that? Is it necessary? Hi, girls. You're the lucky ones. You got all sheared. And now look how pretty you are. You can see that they're breathing heavy by their sides, but nobody's got their mouth open. You don't want that breathing from the mouth thing. That means they're super hot. But I'm very happy to see that a breeze has come through, so. And if what they say is true, tomorrow's a better day. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Is that something interesting? It is just a scoop. Hi. I know it's hot. Just got in the house and I just finished checking the records of the lambs that were born, the very last ones, the stragglers, and I checked Leonard, and today is July 6th, and it's his birthday today. He's 3 months old today, so technically I can wean him tomorrow. I don't know if he'll like that. It's kind of hard to wean when you've got just one other taking a bottle, Linus. Linus is still not quite 2 months old, hard to believe. So Linus is going to be getting a bottle for another month now, but he'll be switched to just one bottle a day now. I walk into the living room here. Are you comfy? Are you doing okay in here? Is that your spot, Buddy? Buddy is basically an indoor-outdoor cat now, and has made himself quite at home. Haven't you?
Corn doesn't fail because it's a drought plant. Never fails.
It's 10 days later, and we're at our stick.
So the corn was 2 foot 4 inches before, I think. So what's that? 24, 25,
It was 2.5 feet, let's just say.
yeah, 28 inches. And right now, I would say the corn is 5 foot. Wouldn't you say?
Is that the 5 foot down where your finger is?
Yeah, 5 foot.
Yeah,
That's a 5, honey.
I'd say it's taller than that.
Oh, could be 6.
Well, 6 is up higher there.
Honey, I think you have to hit the half the average then, okay?
That's right.
So it's 5 feet. So the corn grew.
Oh my God. Okay, I want everyone to be able to see the numbers and stuff, so we can make sure that this isn't another 33-degree angle as opposed to 45, because that's higher than 5 feet. And I think you can see that on there. Now, he does have a lot of 5 foot markings there.
This was a fault marking, honey, just because this is not
Right, so the real 5 foot is, where is it? Right down there, below the leaves. Okay, so I'd say it's about 5.5 feet. Anyway, this is the type of day we're having today. But Arnie's 6 foot, what, Arnie?
6'9".
He's a dwarf.
I'm
He
6
just
foot
pretends. Okay, so 6'2", but look at that leaf beside you. Look at that leaf. Arnie, I don't know why you're putting it lower. Last time you were cheating, making it higher, I think. And now you're making it lower.
The average height is right there. That's the average height right there. Average. See, a lot of leaves are down below, a few high. Average. Right 5 feet.
Well, there's leaves 3 inches from the ground too.
Honey?
There's leaves 3 inches from the ground. Should we use that in the average ranking?
Honey?
Or what about counting the one that's actually 7 feet, the one that's higher than your head?
Honey?
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I want to talk. Honey, in my little world, the corn is 5 feet. The corn grew in 10 days, 2 foot 10 inches in 10 days.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
figure
good.
that out in inches per day. So the corn's 5 feet right now, 10 days later, from 2 foot.
So it's grown over 2 inches a day.
And why is corn a drought plant? Drought tolerant. Can we tell you why? See this corn plant? Do you know why corn does good in drought conditions? Because every time you have a dew, the dew goes in these leaves and runs down in this little crotch here, and the plant absorbs it in. So this plant can tolerate drought conditions. It's a drought plant. It's pretty hard to fail with corn. Pretty hard. But that is good corn. And what I like to see about the corn is, see how big that stalk is? What would you say that stalk is, about an inch?
Yeah, maybe.
That tells me the ground's good and fertile. No
Yeah.
small stalks.
Yeah, sometimes you see really small stalks. It's a bad thing. And tell them about the color too.
And the color is extremely good. Probably the best color.
Tell them about the color.
Well, if corn crops have a light color to them, probably lacking fertilizer. Good green color like that.
You want a nice deep green like
green,
that.
yeah. Lots of
If
food.
it's kind of like lime green, like, I don't know what's lime green here, but like the stalks maybe, that's a sign of a crop that's suffering.
Yeah, the only reason this corn is a half a foot shorter
Yeah,
is because this corn has no competition, so it's growing just at its own pace. That corn in there has competition, so they're actually competing for the daylight, and they're growing quicker. But in the fall, this will level out with that.
so that's kind of like keeping up with your neighbors.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But I'm extremely happy with that crop of corn.
Yeah, considering we had a slow start and still haven't had much rain, it looks really nice.
Yeah, we're hoping for rain.
But how tall is this when it's fully grown, or do we know that?
Well,
Because that your stick is only about 7 feet.
So the height of corn doesn't really mean a great deal. Because we're dealing with the ears.
Yeah, no, but I was wondering if certain types are taller than others, aren't they?
Certain varieties are higher, but that's a 7-foot stick. The corn's probably going to be 7 feet easily. But I don't like 7-foot corn because then I have all that debris to plow under. When after I get done combining, there's a lot of debris.
But people who are doing silage corn really like it tall. Silage corn's taller, right?
That's right.
Because silage corn means that the animals are going to be chopping it up for animal feed, like the corn cobs and the stalks and the leaves and everything. And if you ask why we don't do that, because we don't have the equipment or storage for corn silage.
These fields here, we're only looking for the grain. We're not looking for the stalk. Field's doing so well after 10 years of cropping is because I always fertilized it, kept it well up.
So that he was talking when the camera was off about our field, which is right next door. This is where we're renting the field, and this is our field. And if you recall, when it started out, this field was looking a lot poorer, but right now it's caught up and it's looking nice. Yep.
But you can see one difference here. So this field was actually the planter broke here, so I double seeded it here. But I tell you what I don't like about my field is, you see the stalks got a little smaller.
Well, maybe that's where they doubled up, though, aren't
Well,
they?
that is a double plant. The next row isn't. But the stalks are still a little smaller because this field needs a break. It should be under hay.
But you do see that those ones that you doubled are where they're small.
There's too much competition there. And Lynn's going to show you how tall it is when she's in there. And this is the reason why you want a short wife. Makes your crops look good.
Okay, so is it over my head?
I would say it's your same height as your head.
Okay, so I'm 5'2".
Okay, so I'm 2 inches out, Lynn. Crucify me.
No, but I just saying that's how tall it is.
Yeah, 5 foot. It's incredible, actually.
Okay, let's go have a look at your. This is the last field of first cut hay over here. It's gone way past it, but the threat of rain has been here all the time, and it basically hasn't rained. But we're hoping to cut this down on Saturday. Here's the barley field. This is the spring barley. See how it's doing now. We can't spray this field because we got new seeding underneath, and the new seeding is our hay field, and it's alfalfa.
So this is the problem, you see. This is called pigweed.
Yeah, pull it out.
And that's the problem, eh? But I can't spray. I don't want to hurt that grass seed. So, but if you can
I see a couple of pigweeds in there,
yeah.
but not a lot.
See how the heads have changed?
Yeah, the heads look really good now. They got 4 sides?
That 6.
6?
This is 6-row barley.
Okay, go twirl it really slowly so we can see it's got 6 sides. See that? That's kind of neat.
And you can see the difference now. If I take this little seed, watch. See, it's in the milk stage. See the milk? There's the pulp, or the meat of it. So it's in the milk stage right now. It's basically forming now to the grain now. Now it's going to ripen every day now. It's going to start ripening.
So it'll kind of blow up like a balloon with the milk, and then at a certain stage it'll start hardening into a seed, right?
Yeah. So when I was a child, the most common barley was 2-row barley, just 2 rows. It was called Burka barley. But these are the new varieties, and there's 6 rows. They have 6 rows of seed. So I said the head was a little smaller, but when you put 6 rows in, the head's probably quite big. Because 2-row barley, the head would be this long with 2 rows, but you probably get more grain off the 6.
For sure.
And this is a new variety, 6 rows. I don't think there's any 2-row barley anymore.
Well, how's the alfalfa doing?
Well, if you go here,
I don't want to step on any of this.
if you go right here, look at the barley. New seeding is probably 10 inches high.
Well, it looks pretty good in there.
It does. It does.
I see like 1, 2 weeds, but yeah.
Well, all we have to hope for is if we get too much rain, the grass seed is going to become a foot high. Okay? And the weeds are going to show. But what we have to cross our fingers for now is, since we're not going to spray, is when Scott comes in with the combine, Scott's just going to cut the heads right off. Like 1 foot of the head right off, and we're going to leave all the rest. But if the weeds are too high, Scott's not going to like the weeds going through the combine. So when we combine, we're going to combine it right here. And we're just going to take the heads right off, the grain, and the rest of it's going to sit there for the winter. But I'm going to guess that this is easily going to yield 1.5 tons an acre. Even that I only put 55 pounds of seed on per acre, the original crop should have been 130 pounds.
Well, it's been like a sauna out here today, but all the flowers are liking it. It's pretty lush back here. I think the humidity is actually helping the flowers. Oh, and here comes Buddy again too. Buddy, are you wanting to go back in? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm going to call that a day and bring Buddy in to have some more time on the sofa. So I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, be sure to give us a like, and most importantly, come join us again tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.